Modern life is confusing and full of endless choices, and you often need help to make the right decisions. So perhaps you should go to an economist for advice.
What's the answer to the universe? Am I going to meet the man of my dreams?
I was wondering how to get to the top quickly.
What are you doing here?
Am I going to be a millionaire sometime soon?
I'm Tim Harford. I'm a part-time agony uncle and full-time economist. In this series, I want to show you how economics affects your everyday life. I'm not interested in inflation or interest rates, but I do believe I can help you find love, go shopping, get ahead at work, even see into the future, all with the help of some of the greatest economic thinkers in history.
By the time I've finished with you, I hope you'll have the insider knowledge usually only available to big businesses, academics, and the government. This week, I'll show you how to get ahead in work, whatever you do. Whether you're climbing your way up the ladder or changing careers, economic theory can give you a helping hand. Why is the world of work so frustrating? Why do our colleagues always seem to get ahead when we're so much more talented? And why are we all working our socks off in return for peanuts? An economist called Ed Lazier has a theory about this. He believes that life in a company is like a tennis tournament, and since he himself has won the contest to be one of President Bush's chief advisors, he might be onto something.
At a tennis tournament, players are rewarded for winning, not for trying, but they try anyway. Now maybe this is something that employers have noticed.
They know that most of us want to reach the top, to snatch those glittering prizes. This is why your idiot boss is paid silly money, not to encourage him to perform, but to encourage you to perform, in the hope that one day you could be in his shoes. It's good business sense.
While this works well enough for the companies, it's not so great for the workers. We can't all be winners because there are only so many top jobs available.
So how can you be a high-flying winner? To start with, you need to understand the game.
You might think that success at work is all about finding your ideal job and doing it brilliantly. Wrong. Or perhaps you think it's about appearing to do it brilliantly. Wrong again. It's all about information. She looks like she's working, but really she's shopping on the internet. He's a moron, and everybody knows it except his boss. She really is brilliant, which is why she's working on a business plan to get her out of here. But nobody cares, because nobody knows.
Believe it or not, some bosses don't know if you're any good. After all, you could be faking it. And if your boss is too busy, too far away, or too ignorant of your speciality, he may take a very long time to find out. In a situation like this, where one person holds better information than another, we call it asymmetric information. This is not only a problem for your boss, it's a problem for you. An economist called George Akerlof shows why by using the dilemma of buying a second-hand car.
If I did want to buy a second-hand car, how would I know if it was a banger or a bargain?
Yes, mate, what can I do for you?
I'd like to buy a car.
OK, any choice?
Well,
Size?
Well, one that works, most important. These ones don't run, right?
No, these are just the spares. Got this one here, which is very economical. A little bit of a dent there, hence the price. Got a year's MOT on it, one careful owner, family car.
Oh, I see the insurance sticker in the window. So does it come with insurance?
That's tax. Got this one here.
Yeah.
It's 499, 3 months MOT left, no damage to it, no scratches, no rust. It's only used for like little journeys. I don't think it's ever been over 60.
The problem when buying a second-hand car is that the dealer has certain information that a punter like me doesn't. I don't know whether this is a good car, what I would call a peach, or a bad car, known in the trade as a lemon. And unfortunately, the salesman does.
You can see that, that's clean water, you can see straight through it.
This is exactly the problem your boss faces in the workplace. It may not be obvious which of you is a peach and which is a lemon.
We've got something that might just suit you,
Okay.
but it's a lot of people, you know, wouldn't want to travel in it.
Why would that be?
Well, because it was originally an old hearse. It's like a Pope mobile.
Yeah.
You can get someone to sit in the back and just wave out the windows.
Yeah, I suppose you could. But
It's a very clean car.
oh, okay. So it's a clean car, but is it a good car? I mean, would you buy this car?
Well, I wouldn't sell you this car if it wasn't a good car, OK? I'd put my money on it.
So should I trust him? Is the information he's giving me correct, or is he lying to suit his own needs? I may be ignorant, but I'm not stupid. I know I don't know anything about cars, and I don't want to be ripped off.
I just can't think of anything that's going against that car.
But basically, you're saying that I just have to trust you.
Yeah, trust me.
And this is the problem of asymmetric information. Because we don't both have the same information, I don't know if he's telling me the truth. That's not only my problem, but it's his problem too, if I give up and don't buy a car at all.
I'll be back, I'm just going to serve this customer. You can open the door, get inside, check out the inside.
That's useful, I guess. That's good. The problem Akerlof identified for used cars also applies to our colleagues. Without having all the information, how do we know who's smart, who's loyal, who's hard-working? And just as importantly, if you know you're a peach, but your boss doesn't, how can you prove it?
In the workplace, we are buying and selling metaphorical used cars all the time. Employers are always struggling to know who's hardworking or talented and who isn't.
David has trusted me with this because not only have I got people skills, but I am trained in covert operations.
And often they get it wrong.
You know the phrase, softly, softly catch a monkey? I could catch a monkey. If I was starving, I'd make poison darts out of the poison off of deadly frogs.
Make sure an employer can tell which of you is a peach and which is a lemon. You could always fake it, but sooner or later you'll get caught out. In the long term, if you really want to get ahead, what you need is to demonstrate that you have what it takes. I've come to the B6 College in East London to see what A-level students are doing to impress future employers.
Proving you're a peach, not a lemon, starts at school. But proof is no easy matter. You need to send the right signal.
Come on. Go on, move it. Switch. Yeah. Spot on. Unlucky.
Well, this looks like fun. It doesn't seem to have much to do with getting ahead in your career. What does it?
Chess parties.
Hi, Benedicta.
Hiya.
You know, you're coaching basketball here. You want to be a basketball coach?
Actually, I want to become a chartered accountant.
You want to be a chartered accountant?
Yeah.
OK, and forgive me for asking, I'm a basketball fan, but what's the connection? How's this going to help you?
And the connections, coaching, you possess leadership skills, communication, team working. It's a qualification which puts me at a higher advantage than other people, so they would know that I can be responsible.
And you've got a piece of paper at the end.
Yeah,
you
which
can
is a couple of certificates.
take to the accountancy firm and say, look,
I've got this.
yeah, I can lay down the law, communication, teamwork,
leadership,
and you're going to be fit as well, which is
yeah,
nice.
exactly.
Well, great. Well, good luck. I'll let you get back to coaching.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, thank you.
These students are in the business of proof. They're collecting evidence. They have the attributes that employers are looking for, and that evidence has to consist of doing something that a stupid or lazy job applicant simply wouldn't be able to do. Economists have a name for this. They call it signalling. And a signal is something that proves your abilities and it can't be faked.
Lyoko here wants a career in the city. I wonder what signals he's using.
Just wondering what you were studying here.
Just a little bit of philosophy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
of
just a
philosophy.
little bit of philosophy.
This is. I recognise this big beardy man.
Yeah.
This is Marx.
Yeah, that's it.
Why are you studying philosophy?
I think it's a passion.
Yeah.
I think it's one of things that you start and just become addicted.
I'm just wondering, whether you think this is going to really help you get a job.
I think it will. It's going to help in every aspect because people, from what I've read so far and the research I've done here and there, they want somebody who's analytical.
Do you want to go into the city? Or?
I do want to work into the city. See how it's like, know how the whole sector works. Because I think money rules everything, so...
So money rules everything. You learnt that from Marx.
Yeah.
Materialism. Dialectical materialism.
Yeah, that's
so,
it.
so you've learned something of value.
Yeah.
I think it's going to do well for you.
I hope it will.
I used to study philosophy myself before I switched to economics.
Yeah.
And there's a guy who won the Nobel Prize in economics for arguing that people who studied tough subjects, including philosophy, would get ahead in their career. And he studied philosophy too. That was his first subject. So there you go. You could be on course for a Nobel Prize.
That is true.
Whatever career you choose and whatever stage you're at, signalling is the proof that can put you one step ahead, something these students have already discovered. Many have enrolled in a course called the Academy of Finance, which means they have internships with some of the city's biggest financial companies and are proving they're serious about a career in business. Some of these students are mentored by Citigroup, and I've been granted an interview with one of the bank's head honchos, Michael Kirkwood, if I can just get through security to see him. I wonder what he looks for in future employees.
I'm looking for people that are inquisitive, articulate, have a certain amount of self-confidence, even if it's youthful, unfocused self-confidence. It is still nevertheless a signal that they want to engage. Skills can be acquired. We have a vast majority of the people that come and work in a sophisticated financial institution, such as the one I work in, do not have quantitative financial core training. They majored in geography or history or politics, but at the end of the day, what an employer is looking for and needs is an individual who has attributes of energy, leadership, skill, integrity.
What did you learn in your career that you think young people should know?
Be positive. Don't make unnecessary enemies in business through flippancy or being cynical. Be flexible and be inquisitive.
So you see, employers aren't interested in what you learnt at school, they're interested in what you proved at school. They want intelligence, dedication, but in a world of asymmetric information, they can't see those things written on your face. A credible signal could be your entry ticket.
I'm singing in the rain.
But what about those of you out there with plenty of raw talent, but no qualifications? How can you get a break?
What's up?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm cool. I want to know how I could come about becoming a musician. But the thing is we kind of got a different thing going on. We play the harmonica and beatbox. Now, that's not a very popular thing in music, but we want to make it popular.
You really need a way of proving to somebody who has the facilities that you've got the talent and they can invest in you.
Have you ever heard beatboxing?
No.
Do you want me to show you?
Please.
I can beatbox and play the harmonica at the same time.
Go for it.
How do we go about making money doing that?
Academic qualifications can show you have diligence or intelligence, but what about charisma, maturity, entrepreneurship, imagination? For some jobs, you need to find a different way to prove you're a peach, not a lemon.
Take the restaurant world, for example. Prestigious restaurants don't learn anything from your degree in Renaissance poetry. They want to see recommendations and the right experience, and they don't want to take a risk, which makes it tough for people like Charlotte here.
So, Charlotte, I understand you're looking for a new job.
Yes, I am. I've been teaching for 5 years, And I just really want to change now. I've really enjoyed it, but I want to do something different.
And what would that be?
Well, I'm hoping to actually get into the top end of waitressing because I want to work in a sort of top restaurant. I don't really know how to sort of even approach them.
So how can Charlotte signal she's talented and deserves a break, even though she may appear to be a risk? I've a radical idea.
Charlotte needs to take the risk away from the restaurant manager. If she doesn't perform, she doesn't get paid. I think I've got the idea for you, though. Come with me.
Okay.
To get her foot in the door, Charlotte needs to offer a restaurant a deal where it costs them nothing to try her out. But if she's good, she can prove herself and even make some money. And I know just the place. Roker is a top London restaurant, a place where Charlotte would love to start her new career. Paul Weldon Brown is the manager here. I'm going to suggest a deal where Charlotte pays Roker for the right to look after one of their tables during a lunchtime sitting, but she can more than make her money back if she does a good job. I call this a performance pay opportunity.
Here's my proposal. We're going to take the risk away from you. We're going to make you a can't-lose proposition. Performance pay. And when I say performance pay, I don't just mean, you know, she does a good job, she gets a bit of a bonus. I mean, if she doesn't perform, she doesn't get paid at all. Right. She pays you for the right to serve at your table.
Paul doesn't know if Charlotte will frighten away customers or get Madonna in through the door, or both. So we need to agree an amount that will cover Roker's costs, whatever happens.
Take a little bit off that. If we were to say that Charlotte's going to pay you £125, whether the table's full or not.
And to raise the stakes, we've agreed that Charlotte will bring in her own customers, look after them, and take on more responsibility. This will give her a chance to really impress Paul.
She has to fill the table. She has to call in her contacts. She has to get new clients in for you. And if she can't do that, the table stays empty. But that doesn't matter to you because she's paying you. But if she fills the table and, you know, she sells, you know, good lunch, she sells drinks, she keeps the money. Not the tips, she keeps all of the money. And you don't make any more money, but you do get new clients and you do acquire potentially a new member of staff if she does a good enough job. Okay. So it's risk-free. Fair enough. I think that works.
Okay.
Okay. Very good.
Sounds good.
Well, let's see what happens. So, Paul, you've given Charlotte a chance, but now, what are you going to be looking for?
I'm looking for more than experience. At the end of the day, they have to have personality, they have to have some sort of charm, because, otherwise we're just some stuffy old restaurant and it's, it has no personality, and she certainly has that. But the trick is not to go over the top. There's nothing worse than a waiter every 5 minutes coming up asking if you're okay. It's quite annoying.
Well, you don't want to make that mistake. Don't worry, I'll brief you. Well, Paul, thank you very much. Pleasure.
Listen, I'm basically starting a new job. I'm going to be waitressing at a restaurant, and I'd love you to come down if you can.
Now all Charlotte has to do is prove she's telling the truth. Is she a lemon or a peach? We'll have to see.
What Charlotte's doing is finding a way to give Paul reliable information that can't be faked. Remember the second-hand car lot? Just like a car buyer, employers are always trying to separate the lemons from the peaches. Because your boss doesn't have the same information that you do, he doesn't know whether to believe you when you say you're talented, hardworking, or good at what you do. You could be faking it. So if you really want to get ahead, what you need to do is give an employer proof. So does Charlotte have the talent, the charm, and the entrepreneurial spirit to get ahead in the restaurant world?
I'll let you try it in a moment.
Okay, right.
Excuse me, Sim. Sorry to interrupt. This is crunch time, okay?
Yeah.
Right. Now, you remember, Charlotte? Paul is not taking the risk, you're taking the risk. That's the deal. So, see the money on the table?
Okay, so we agreed 125 rent for the table for the afternoon.
Good deal.
So,
but we'll find out, won't we?
Okay, so that's 125
Great.
for you.
Thank you very much. So good. Let's see how it goes.
Okay.
So you're happy, Paul?
Yes, very happy.
Charlotte, you're happy?
Yep, excellent.
All right, see if I
I'll give you some of this back later.
I hope so.
Very good.
Very good.
Good luck.
Okay.
Let's go.
Now if you ever been down to New Orleans, then you can understand just what I mean. Now all through the week you as quiet as a mouse, but on Saturday night they go from house to house. You don't have to pay the usual admission if you're a cook or a waiter or a good musician. So if you happen to be just passing by, stop in at the Saturday night fish fry. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never see such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn.
So everything was okay? Great, excellent. Thank you very, very much for coming.
Very good, thanks for your help.
Okay, thank you.
Right, so well done. It's all over now.
Yep.
Got the bill here for you.
Yep.
Okay, and see the money? Money, the most important thing from The Economist. Absolutely. There we go. It's 175.
Excellent, thank
There
you
we
very
go. So
much.
that's £125 she paid you this morning, and £50 profit, which she's earned by taking her risk and getting people in the door. And well, that's the short term. She's paid her way. Now, the long term. Paul, you've seen her in operation. Would you give her a job?
Yeah, certainly. You have what it takes to be that person. You're articulate, you have charm. I think the most important element of what you did today was that you actually went out there and you found new business for us. So I think for us, that's attractive. And I think for you, that took a lot of guts. That shows a lot of initiative. You know, most people that come here as a waiter, they don't have to do that. So.
You filled the table. Charlotte, you made some money. And just as importantly, you've both learned something that you didn't know this morning. You've learned about Charlotte's qualities, and Charlotte, you've learned about life in the restaurant business. My work here is done.
Great. Well done. So, looks like Charlotte's managed to prove she's a peach after all.
Now, I know this all seems a little off the wall, but trust me, there are lots of different ways you can get that career break. Like Charlotte, you just need to use a little initiative.
Are you alright? Yeah.
Oh, very good. How are you?
Thinking of what to do in my life. I want to be a gangster.
A gangster? Well, have you considered how much gangsters make? Do you know how much gangsters make?
Oh no, I want to be a gangster rap.
A gangster, like a musician?
Yeah, gangster.
Ah, okay. That's not the same as a gangster.
Yeah.
Can you play music?
Yeah, I can rap.
Well, that would help. That would help. Yeah, that would help a lot. So,
Because I don't have a studio.
well, you'd have to hire one out. The question is, how do you convince the studio that you could become a gangster rapper?
Give them my tape.
Yeah, but you need to make some sort of gesture of confidence. I mean, maybe you could pay them to listen to the tape, and if they're not satisfied,
But ain't they supposed to pay me?
yeah, if they like it.
So I have to pay them, listen to my music, if they like it, they pay me.
Absolutely. So what you say, it's like a money-back guarantee.
Say if there's that's a check and then I'll listen to my music.
Oh, well, and they're crooks, and you don't want to work with crooks.
Right. Cheers for your help.
Thanks very much.
My advice may not suit everyone. What you choose to do is down to you. Being paid for your performance seems a good tool to cut through the problem of asymmetric information. It gives you an incentive to work hard. And for your boss, it's a good way to reward the right people. Because if you're a peach, they want to hang on to you. If all the peaches leave, a company full of lemons won't last long. So why aren't all companies run on the basis of performance pay? For example, why don't checkout staff get paid for how much they sell? If I work hard making this till really special and totally irresistible to the customers, doesn't that mean I should be paid based on how many items they buy? I deserve to make a fortune, don't I?
Can I help you? Hi, how you doing? What can I do for you? Hi.
Sadly, paying people based on their performance isn't that simple.
I actually don't work for Boots. I'm a television presenter in a funny suit, but the guy who works for Boots is just to my left. So he'll be happy to serve you. Nice to meet you. Just to the left. Go this way. Yeah. That program.
My success at the till, for example, may be the result of lots of other people's hard work, like the shelf packers, managers or buyers. And the bigger the company, the harder it is to measure people's individual performance and reward the workers, not the shirkers.
And there's another problem with performance pay in a world of asymmetric information. If you can't properly measure performance, you may end up rewarding the wrong kinds of behaviour. Speed over accuracy, backstabbing over teamwork, or lying over telling the truth. And the bigger the rewards, the bigger the incentive to cheat.
In the 1990s, it became fashionable to reward executives by giving them stock options. That meant that they stood to make much more money if the company share price rose than if it fell. The problem was, some executives realised they could make a killing if the company seemed to be performing better than it really was.
Through these performance pay schemes, companies were unwittingly paying their employees to lie.
Prosecutors in a Houston court have been claiming that this is what happened at the American energy giant, Enron. The allegation is that executives manipulated financial information in order to boost the share price. We shall have to see what the jury decides.
It's no wonder that companies have developed more subtle ways of encouraging people to perform.
Which brings us back to the tournament theory. Encouraging you to compete for the rewards of the top job seems a safer way to get you all to try and be peaches, even if some of you are lemons. So does it matter that few of you will actually earn the big money? I may think so, but not everyone agrees.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, can money buy you happiness?
Me or you? You, presumably. Yes, it can. I know it's not very fashionable to say so, but economists who've quizzed people as to how happy they feel, and they also find out other things about them, whether they're married or divorced or unemployed and how much money they're making, they find that richer people are happier. Life is that unfair.
Well, I'm quite poor, but I'm quite happy.
I'm very glad to hear it. Yes, I am.
Are you rich or are you poor?
Not yet, not yet. Not rich yet, no. I'm working on it.
Perhaps she has a point, though. There are other things to work than earning lots of money. What about job satisfaction and pleasure in what you do?
Will I be a successful photographer?
A successful photographer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good question. Given that the most likely situation is that you'll just scrape along, you make a living, but you won't make a good living.
Okay.
Do you like it?
I love it.
In that case...
I was told... Sorry to butt in, mate. I was often told that when I find something that I really enjoy, to stick with it. Since I've started that, I haven't looked back, and I would love for it to take me further.
Well, I would say, if it takes you further, great. If you like it, it's more likely to take you further. But if you like what you're doing, don't worry too much about the future. Just keep going.
Yeah. Excellent, mate.
No problem.
Thanks a lot for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Cheers.
But for those of you who want to try and win the game, ball's in your court. And as for me, I have one more thing to attend to.
All I need to do now is put economic theory into practice and make sure I buy a peach, not a lemon. How you doing?
Oh, you're back.
I am indeed. I've been thinking about this car.
Yes?
I can't get this car out of my head.
It's a brilliant car.
Now, you wanted $795.
That's right, that's the price I'm asking for it.
Right. I've got a suggestion for you.
Okay.
I'll pay you $895, but I want to take the car away, drive it around for a week, and then if I'm happy, I'll give you the $895, and if I'm not happy, I'll bring it back. I don't owe you anything.
Now this is economic theory in action. If he takes my deal, he's signalling that he knows it's a good car. Otherwise he wouldn't take the risk.
I will give you the keys to that car.
Yep.
Okay? Then you come back in a week's time, give me the money, and I'll give you the logbook and the MOT.
That's perfect. Thank you very much.
I'll keep the logbook.
I'll see you in a week.
Lovely.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Looks like it's a peach after all. Next week, I'll be looking into my crystal ball to find out why we're all so scared of taking control of our financial future.